Welcome to lesson number 3 in Module 5, titled Enhancing Entrepreneurship in the Age of Digital Marketing, and more particularly on the ways in which various digital technologies, mediums and platforms can transform startups whilst assisting them to establish, operate and evolve. In recent years, there has been an upward trend in the EU of people working for themselves. As a growing number of people are now seeking self-employment, we should at first try to understand why so many are starting up in business and the decisive role which new technologies can play in this environment. The internet is full of opportunities to acquire new skills, find new markets, export, and even work from home, enabling people to make different kinds of choices about how they work. Ultimately, technology is lowering barriers of entry and allowing an increase in social mobility. People know that it is cheaper and easier than ever before to start a business, and the internet and the online trading have a big impact on this. People know that it is cheaper and easier than ever before to start a business, and the internet and online trading have had a big impact on this. The contemporary digital environment naturally lends itself to entrepreneurial activity, as there is lower or no startup capital needed. The global economic crisis of 2008 meant that being self-employed was no longer a choice, but was in fact the only route into employment for some people. Thanks to the advances in digital technology, this was an opportunity for self-empowerment rather than a sign of doom and gloom. We should at first keep in mind that technology and digital marketing strategies are always changing. As early-stage startups and entrepreneurs are looking to get the pre-product market fit right, they should not consider product development to be more important than branding and digital marketing. Newly established businesses have the necessity to find innovative marketing strategies in order to sell items and/or services online. Visual content can be extremely effective at making a strong call to action for promoting products on e-stores. Professional quality photos, videos, diagrams, and informational articles can encourage customers to make a purchase on the internet. The most important thing to keep here in mind is that everything that a customer experiences is the product. This is something that both startups and media companies don't always fully understand. Things like creating content, blogging, and building brand awareness around a product are often considered a secondary experience and a secondary part of the company, which is a completely wrong way of thinking. The success of digital marketing depends on a number of factors: understanding your marketing history, knowing what's being said about your brand, and meeting the needs of your consumers in a valuable way. Unfortunately, though, with all those factors, nascent entrepreneurs often make mistakes that hinder early growth. These can range from failing to plan effectively or measure results to overlooking the entire mobile category. Over time, they can also transform as the brand or consumer interest evolves. Many marketers never achieve great success because they don't have clearly outlined goals and a distinct plan of action. Planning does not mean brainstorming in a room of decision makers. It means writing out an analysis of your current needs, strengths, weaknesses, and goals. It involves taking your budget and going through it line by line to determine where your marketing money should go. Social media is one of the most powerful tools in your marketing arsenal. If you use it correctly, you can create a strong personal connection with your prospective customers. However, marketers often make the mistakes of diving into social media without a clear plan. At best, this is a waste of time, and at worst, it can lead to a PR disaster. To benefit from social media, you need to build a clear strategy that takes into account what you're trying to achieve, who your customers are, and what your competition is doing. Not all social media platforms are the same. You need to choose the right ones for the products or services you're selling. For example, LinkedIn is a good platform to target for business-to-business sales, while Pinterest may be better if you're in the fashion business. Some of these channels will become obvious when you look at your competitors, but see if any relevant channels were overlooked. Plus, keep in mind not to overlook other mediums in the expense of digital marketing that should always be supported by more traditional marketing strategies. People still drive by billboards and act on the information they see. The difference now is that print advertising includes digital marketing information. Social cues are even present in the bottom of corner magazine ads and on subway signs. Some print campaigns are even entirely digital in focus, featuring a hashtagged word or a Twitter handle. Mixing traditional and modern marketing strategies makes for a multi-level campaign that has the potential to not only reach consumers, but connect with them on a deeper level. Furthermore, in order to maximize the full potential of the mobile movement, it's essential to market effectively on these devices. But the unique makeup of mobile platforms can make it tough to retrieve information, such as analytics and attribution about mobile ad campaigns. Fortunately, some tools do exist to gather and interpret this kind of valuable data. AppsFlyer is a world-renowned mobile measurement platform that lets all app marketers, ad agencies, and brands advance their growth hacking efforts by specifically measuring their app download campaigns. After the initial launch of your digital marketing campaign, you need to use relevant metrics that confirm its returns on investment, ROI. Monitoring and measuring these metrics would be too tedious or nearly impossible to do manually. You need good programs and applications, both free to use or paid, that will help you facilitate measurement. Some of the more popular applications are listed below and are categorized according to their intended measurement index. Once you have good and substantial analytics and measurement data available, you can now make adjustments and changes to your digital marketing campaign to cater to the insights presented by this gathered information. These insights should trigger immediate action and should be executed promptly should the situation call for such kind of actions. But do not get too excited with every data you receive. Track only what you can take action on and get sufficient data before you jump in and make changes. At last, we would like to highlight the importance of any new entrepreneur in managing their expectations. Few marketing campaigns will achieve instantaneous results. Unless your first post goes viral, you'll likely have to tweak and improve your pay-per-click strategy, social media, and other digital marketing campaigns as you go. Social media campaigns tend to have a shorter turnaround time, while pay-per-click campaigns often take about a month and a half to deliver results. Search engine optimization, SEO strategies, tend to take the longest of all. SEO campaigns typically need 4 to 6 weeks to get off the ground, but can take as many as 6 months to a year to meet meaningful goals.